Hello, welcome to the second video on me rebuilding my Salvage Category N Porsche 911 Carrera 2S. We've got a little bit to show you on the rear suspension. When that's done and the car's MOT'd, we're going to take this to a place and see if we can get the Category N Salvage category removed.
Your comment on being able to get a category removed from a salvage damaged car is entirely stupid. So badly that I felt I had to actually write to you to tell you this is completely wrong. I crash cars for a living, and I know that you cannot get a category removed from a car. So you are stupid. Don't even try to say that you can. Thank you.
Well, maybe you can't, maybe you can. Today, we're going to find out.
But first, let's get back to the issue of this rear suspension I talked about in the last video. Right, let's have a look what we had to do here. I don't know if you can really see it in these pictures, but if you look at the rear tyre on the driver's side here, it looks fairly in line. But now if you look at the rear tyre on the passenger side, you can see it's slightly out of line. You can see more of a, more of the inner arch. That's because the rear suspension subframe on this side of the car has received a bit of damage. We've got a bracket that holds the anti-roll bar has broken off. As you can see here, it's indicated in this circle. And we've also got a wishbone, or as done on these, a dog bone. The one at the back here has bent as well, so that's got to be replaced, obviously. Okay, so you can see we've got the new subframe fitted here. We've got a solid bracket for the anti-roll bar to connect to. We've replaced that bent dog bone. So yeah, all is good. All is good. I would have recorded this, but I just got carried away trying to do it. After spending a fair bit of time trying to take suspension bits off, I didn't put the camera on. Not that I could get a good angle with the camera anyway. So, okay, so this is the suspension subframe that I took off. If we have a good look at it, you can see where all the bolt holes were that meant that to the car. There's only 3 of them. The others are bolt holes for the wishbones and the lower control arm, etc. And you can also see we had the bracket re-welded onto the subframe and strengthened. People who welded it said, yeah, it would do the job, that would make it nice and strong, and we could use it. But in the end, I actually picked up a complete subframe with the hub and all the wishbones and the control arms off the bay for less than £300. So we took the hub off, we took the wishbones off, we fitted that new to me subframe. We put a new wishbone on. We didn't use one of the ones that came with it because I wanted new parts for this after replacing the subframe. I also sold that subframe for a little bit. Now it's been welded and fixed. Somebody bought that, and I also sold the hub and all them wishbones off as well for £100 or so. So I think it only cost me around £100 in all to get that new subframe done, or new to me subframe, should I say. And here we have the anti-roll bar that was actually on the car and that was still attached to that bracket that broke off. As you can see, if you look carefully, you can see that the one end is bent slightly. I mean, we did find it would go back on the car. It did bolt up without too much trouble. But you know what? We're going to replace it. We're going to replace it for one that is perfectly straight. It's the right thing to do. It's a Porsche. It's a 911. Yeah. Why put them bits back on?
Okay, car's repaired. It's been through its MOT. It's passed its MOT without any advisories. We've got the new wing on, we've got the new door on, we've got the mirror on, all that's been painted. We've got the subframe suspension subframe on the rear left, that is now on. We've got the new anti-roll bar on. It's as though the car was never damaged. You wouldn't know, to look at it, you would not know the car was damaged. And I've heard of a place, HPI appointed place, that will, there's a few that will, you can take your car, you can pay your monies, £300 odd, take your car, they'll inspect it to insurance repairers standards to make sure that it meets those, and if it does, they can tell HPI to remove the category. No more C, no more D, no more S, no more in category. So yeah, why would I not do that? I'm going to take it. We're going to see if it can pass. I've got my big pile of receipts here, the MOT and everything for the part sport and the work done. So yeah, let's go do this. Inspection, and it's passed. Yeah. So apparently we're going to get some paperwork. We're going to get an email with a full report. We're going to get confirmation that the car will be recategorized as condition inspected. So we'll wait a couple of days. We'll see what that means when we get this paperwork through. Get an HPI report. As you know, HPI probably the oldest car check company in the UK. They were the original. They do a lot more than just car checks. You know, they do anything to do with car data they can check. So yeah, we'll do an HPI check and see what that comes back with. We've got our certificate of inspection and pass, and as you can see here, it details that we've undergone an inspection in accordance with insurance approved inspection procedures. It's passed, and it will be removed from the HPI condition alert register and reclassified by transfer to the HPI condition inspecting register. Well, what does that mean? Tell you what, let's go. Let's run off a HPI report as if we were on car and see what it says. Okay, so we've run off our report. Here it is. Let's look closely. You can see actually it does clearly state it is not an insurance write-off. Interesting. Okay, so what does in condition inspected mean? Well, if we look further down in the report, we can see we've actually got a section which tells us. So it has been declared a repaired total loss, previously recorded as a total loss, and has since passed an independent structural examination. So yeah, there you go. If we look a bit further down, we can also see that it does say it was a category N. But if we delve into the actual report that comes back from the inspection, we can see that there was no signs of any structural damage or defects, so the repairs to a satisfactory standard. And if we have a look at the alignment section, we can see that it's all within tolerances. So that's that replacement subframe and work on the suspension, all perfectly fine. Yep. We can also see a note as well that any cars that have had significant sectional repairs or cars that have been submerged in salt water will not be inspected. So, I mean, you can be pretty safe if there was major structural damage that, you know, this condition alert isn't going to be reclassified. Okay, so now we've got a repaired car. It's been moved off the category in register with HPI. So when we've also we've gotten the service pack coming with the car. It's got everything in there. The sat nav discs, on the service history, the manuals, everything is in there. We've also got this enormous file of receipts. I mean, going all the way back to when the car was new. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with that. So I decided that we'd buy a little present for the car. So I've got this Let's have a look what this is. Say Porsche design umbrella, and it is designed to fit in there. Happy days.